Hello everyone and welcome back to Canada Pension Scope, your trusted source for all the latest updates on CPP, OAS, GIS, and everything retirement related in Canada. Whether you're already retired, planning for retirement, or helping someone who is, this channel is here to keep you informed and empowered with the facts you need. Today's video is extremely important because both the Canada Pension Plan, CPP, and Old Age Security, OAS, have been hit with some major changes in July 2025 that every senior and every future retiree must know. These aren't just minor adjustments or technicalities. These are changes that could impact your monthly payments, your eligibility, and your long-term financial planning. So, please watch this video all the way through and consider sharing it with someone who depends on these benefits. As always, we'll explain everything in simple, clear terms without government jargon or confusing numbers. Just the facts, the impact, and what you can do about it. Let's get into it. So, what exactly changed in July 2025? First, let's talk about the CPP updates because there are a few significant developments that have now been officially confirmed by Employment and Social Development Canada. The most immediate change is an adjustment in the maximum CPP payment for retirees. In 2024, the maximum monthly CPP retirement benefit at age 65 was just over $1,300. As of July 2025, the maximum CPP benefit has increased by $40 per month, bringing the total to roughly $1,340. While that may seem like a small bump, it's an important step, especially considering how inflation and rising costs of living have put additional strain on retired Canadians. But here's the catch. Not everyone gets the maximum. In fact, most Canadians receive much less than the maximum CPP amount. The average monthly CPP payment for new beneficiaries is just under $800 as of mid-2025. That means even with this increase, the majority of seniors are still getting far less than what's needed to cover basic living expenses in Canada's major cities. So, the big question is, why are these changes happening now? Well, the government is responding to a combination of economic factors. Inflation has remained high, not as extreme as during the post-pandemic years, but still consistently above the Bank of Canada's 2% target. Food prices, rent, utilities, and healthcare-related costs continue to rise. Seniors are among the most affected as many live on fixed incomes with limited options to increase earnings. Because of this pressure and after strong advocacy from seniors groups, pensioner associations, and financial experts, the federal government introduced adjustments in July 2025 that will attempt to ease the burden. But that's not all. There are some structural changes in CPP as well. One of the biggest long-term changes announced is a reform in CPP contribution rules for high-income earners. Starting this month, individuals earning above $75,000 annually will see an additional tier of contributions added to their paychecks. While this doesn't impact current retirees directly, it affects future CPP payouts and the sustainability of the plan. Essentially, the government is ensuring that the CPP fund stays solvent in the long term by collecting more from higher earners now, which could eventually translate into higher benefits down the road. There's also a renewed emphasis on delayed CPP retirement benefits. The government is now promoting delayed CPP collection more actively, offering a stronger bonus for those who choose to wait until age 70. As of July 2025, the delayed retirement enhancement has been increased. If you delay CPP until 70, you can now receive up to 48% more per month compared to taking it at 65. That's up from the previous 42%. However, delaying CPP is a personal decision and may not work for everyone. It depends on your health, your financial needs, and your overall retirement plan. But it's worth knowing that this incentive has increased, and it may be worth discussing with a financial advisor. Now, let's move to the Old Age Security, OAS, updates for July 2025. This is where the changes get even more personal and immediate for millions of seniors. As of July, OAS has seen a recalculation in the income thresholds for the OAS clawback, officially called the OAS recovery tax. If you're not familiar, this is the rule that starts reducing your OAS payment once your income goes above a certain level. In 2024, that threshold was around $87,000 per year. As of July 2025, the new threshold has been bumped to $90,313. That means if your income is below this, your OAS won't be touched. But if it goes above, you start getting 15 cents taken back for every dollar above the limit. Now, this change is technically a positive update. It gives a bit more breathing room for seniors who have extra income from investments, pensions, or part-time work. But it also reflects the broader issue of how inflation is affecting seniors' total income levels, especially as RRIF withdrawals, capital gains, and private pension income push many into clawback territory. In addition to the income threshold update, there's also been a modification to the OAS supplement for seniors over 75. As you may remember, a few years ago, the government introduced a permanent 10% increase in OAS for those aged 75 and older. That increase is still in place, but as of July 2025, there's now a new eligibility confirmation process in place to ensure that only eligible seniors are receiving the enhanced benefit. Service Canada will now require periodic income verification for seniors over 75 receiving the increased amount. If you haven't already received a notice from them, you should expect one soon. Most people will be automatically verified through their tax return. But if you haven't filed for 2024 yet, or if your information is out of date, you could see a temporary hold or delay on your increased OAS amount. So, the key message here is, make sure your tax filings and CRA records are up to date. If you're unsure, reach out to Service Canada or a trusted financial advisor. Now, let's talk about the Guaranteed Income Supplement, GIS. The GIS is a lifeline for many low-income seniors in Canada. As of July 2025, there's no increase in the base amount of GIS, but there is a new pilot program rolling out in 4 provinces: Ontario, British Columbia, Nova Scotia, and Alberta. This program is designed to test a monthly housing supplement for seniors who qualify for GIS but live in high-rent urban areas. The average monthly supplement will range from $90 to $180 depending on your city, your rental expenses, and your GIS eligibility. It's not available to everyone yet, only those selected for the pilot, but the government has stated they plan to expand it nationwide by 2026 if it proves successful. For seniors living in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, or Halifax, this could be a meaningful difference, but the rollout is still limited. Now, let's talk briefly about some administrative changes that have gone into effect in July. First, CPP and OAS recipients who receive paper checks are now being strongly encouraged, and in some cases, automatically transitioned, to direct deposit. This is part of the government's effort to reduce lost payments and processing delays. If you still receive physical checks, make sure you've received notice of this change. You may need to update your banking information with Service Canada. Second, there's been a streamlining of CPP disability benefit applications. While this doesn't apply to all retirees, for those under 65 who apply for CPPD, the forms have been simplified and the average processing time has been reduced from 120 days to around 80 days. An important update for Canadians with severe and prolonged disabilities. So, now that we've gone through all the updates, let's summarize what seniors need to do now. Check your CPP and OAS amounts for July 2025, which will reflect the July changes. You can find this on your My Service Canada account or your direct deposit notice. Make sure your 2024 taxes are filed and accurate, especially if you're receiving OAS or GIS. Your eligibility and payment amounts depend on this data. If you're over 75, watch for income verification letters regarding your increased OAS payments. If you're eligible for GIS and live in one of the pilot provinces, check your eligibility for the new housing supplement program. Consider speaking to a financial planner if you're close to the clawback threshold or thinking about deferring your CPP. And lastly, stay informed. These changes happen gradually and often quietly. That's why our mission here at Canada Pension Scope is to keep you informed with accurate, up-to-date information you can trust. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has subscribed to this channel and continues to support this work. Every like, comment, and share helps this content reach more seniors across Canada. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an important update. There are a lot of changes coming over the next 12 months, and we'll be covering them all right here. From the next OAS and CPP deposit dates to GIS expansions, caregiver benefits, disability pension updates, and even changes to the CRA's tax credit programs. It's all coming soon. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. This has been Canada Pension Scope, and we'll see you in the next video with more updates that matter.